In this video, I'm going to show and talk a little about how I make videos and what's my process. Now, I'm mainly making this video for you guys if you want some, I guess, advice/tips on making videos, or if you're brand new to YouTube and you're trying to figure out how people do videos. Also, this kind of gives the people who don't do YouTube or any content creation just really a behind the scenes look of how my videos are created and the process I use. So let's get into this. So the first step, obviously, when it comes to making videos, is having a video idea. So coming up with the idea is usually one of the hardest parts about video creation, because you don't really want to copy anybody, you want to try and stand out and be unique as much as you possibly can, which is nearly impossible on today's YouTube platform because everybody has done everything, so that's kind of like a thing that's hard to do these days. Coming up with a video idea is not easy, so what I usually do to get video ideas is A, I do some research online, like what kind of videos I want to make, B, I look at like other YouTubers and get some, kind of just get an idea of what I want to do, and if them two kind of fail, then I usually do a boring task like go for a walk, have a shower, do some cleaning around my room, or just do something that is boring, because your brain actually comes up with some really great ideas when you're bored, because it has the room to think. So definitely do a boring task is one of the great ways to come up with video ideas, and then obviously write them down as soon as you get them so you don't forget them. The next step is scripting. So once you have your video idea, now it's time to sit down and write yourself a script. Now this obviously again varies what kind of content you'll be doing or I'll be doing. For example, if you're doing gaming, you might not really need to script it at all, you just really need to commentate the gaming. But I will admit, without a script and commentating is going to be hard at first. It's a skill you learn. Like for example, my live streams, I do not script at all in my live streams, and I just kind of commentate to what I've got going on in my head, I guess. And you kind of, when you get good enough at commentation, you can kind of just really commentate without really thinking. So that is definitely a skill it's worth building up, but let's say it really depends if you're doing gaming or what kind of content you're doing. Most content does still involve a script, even gaming. I mean, when I used to do gaming a few years back, I still scripted what I was going to say in the videos, not like word by word, but kind of just like bullet points of what I wanted to get across in the video. When I make my videos like I'm doing now, my normal videos, which I do in 2020, I script pretty much word by word, but I don't actually follow it by word. So what I usually do is like write down what I want to say, or where it's going, and then I kind of just add on to it. So like the first line in this script, which you'll see on the screen now, which is for this video, it says the next step once you get a video idea, idea is making a script. Yeah, okay, that doesn't make much sense. There's a few typos there, but what I'm saying is you can see I've pretty much scripted by word, and I just extend off it. It's just really there for me to read as I'm commentating and, get the point across what I want to get across. So, yeah. But it's nice to have a script. I recommend having some sort of script, even if it's just bullet points, or even if it's like this, where you're doing word by word. It's just a really nice way of really cutting down on like bloopers, which are obviously like errors, and just getting across what you need. Now, I'm just gonna put a disclaimer in here. If you script things, it does not mean you will never have a blooper. Trust me, I've had 5 bloopers in this video alone. Yeah, coming up with a video idea is not hard. It's not easy. The next step is and I've got a script, so mistakes are gonna happen. So make sure you leave some good time for recording, just in case. Talking about recording, the next step is recording. Now is the time where you create the actual video itself. Now, again, this varies to what you're trying to do video-wise, but I use a software called Audacity to record my voice, which I'm using at this very moment, which again you'll see now. And yeah, really, it's a great way to record your voice. I like to record my voice and visuals separately, especially if I'm doing like something like Omegle. Omegle, I could record my voice and the audio together, but I like to record Omegle on its own and then my voice on its own. So at the same time, obviously, so it's live, but just in separate software, so I can easily edit it. But again, if you're doing something like gaming, there's a really good free recorders out there for gaming nowadays. But if you do want to get a really good one which is paid, get one called Action. That is what I use to record my screen half the time, and I use it for stuff like Omegle, and I have used it for gaming before, and it's very good. In fact, you'll actually see it used for gaming on this channel at the beginning of next year, so keep your eye out for that. The next step after recording is editing, and this is like the best part, but the hardest part of video creation. The reason I like this part so much, because this is where you actually see your video coming together to make an amazing video, to, you know, what it's going to look like to everybody else. But editing does take a long time, depending again on what type of content you do, but for the content I do, it can take up to 3 hours. Like, it can take up to 3 hours or more. Then last step of all, upload. You upload the video to YouTube or whatever platform you're using, aka for me it'd be YouTube, and you see what people think of it. And again, one of my favourite parts, because I get to see what you guys think of the video, and I know some of you said my videos make you happy, so knowing that makes me feel really happy myself. Well, there is my process on making videos. Now, I did this kind of like a tutorial to help new people to YouTube, or someone who just really wants to know how I do my videos, because this is the same process I use. I hope you liked the video, and I will see you in the next one. Stay positive, and have a good weekend, guys. Goodbye.